All right, so DP Photography here, bringing another video. Man, it's been a few days since I've been out riding. And, even today is a little bit shitty. I think we're in the windy part of the year. Boat races and stuff going on right now. EUC just pretty much been sitting in the kitchen. I have not been out riding, but, it's a little break in between the rain right now. Still a little bit windy, probably running about 22 miles per hour out there, but yeah, I'm itching. I'm itching to go for a ride. I'm tired of looking on Facebook and seeing all the political arguing and bickering and going back and forth. So I figured, I would pull my EUC out, go for a little ride. So that's what I'm doing right now. Now, this is not gonna be anything crazy. No breaking any records or going fast or anything like that, man. This is just me wanting to get out and go for a ride and enjoy my baby. Now, the Lynx is still all of that, still treating me very well. I see a lot of people saying now that the Sherman L is actually the EUC that you want to grab. It's coming, taking over all the hype that the Lynx has gotten, but the Lynx is still a great machine. It would be runner-up next to that Sherman L. I still have yet to break out its full potential. So for me, it's awesome, not to mention that it's I think it's a little bit lighter. I'm not quite sure. I could be wrong on that, so don't quote me, but it's a hell of an EUC for me. I definitely enjoy it. How you doing, homie? All right. So, here we go. Yeah. And, my mounting has definitely got better. Don't have as much of a problem getting on it. Now, I'll say something like that, and I'll have a hard time, but let's just see here, And like I said before, I found that a little push-off helps me with the gliding. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And yeah, here we go. I do push it a little bit harder than I was pushing it. I'm able to get up to 22 to 25 really quick now. Still haven't hit that 40 mile per hour range. Now, I'm hoping that the audio will still be usable, because like I say, it is windy out here and all I can hear is the wind blowing in my ears. But yeah, and it's been a little bit wet. I think it's part of the high tide. Damn. And that kind of sucks, because if that's the case, then I will not be able to go where I want to go. And that's just my wife calling. I'm a lot more relaxed on the EUC, and I am going to be able to go where I want to go, but I have to be careful. Traffic is moving, and I got it after this Kia, so whoop. Sweet. Now, I was gonna go over this bridge that I usually go over, but I was gonna end up going this way anyway. Water was blocking that route. Yeah, man, so much arguing and, Trump this, Kamala that, and it's giving me a headache, man. I need to get out the house and just get some enjoyment. When it comes to the politics, man, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna get on here and let you guys know who I actually went for, but at the end of the day, I don't care who's the quarterback. Maybe you pick this one, maybe you pick that one. Even though your quarterback might not have gotten picked, you still want to see your team do great. You know, you still want whoever the quarterback is to make plays. And that's just not what I see on the internet right now. You got people mad that Kamala didn't win, and you got people super happy that Trump did win, man. And I got friends on both sides of it. And we all do. You know, it's like anywhere you go, people are bringing it up. You know, it's my mailman just brought it up to me, you know? And he said some things that I don't agree with. Oh, you know, we're not ready for a woman to be president. You know, that necessarily ain't true. But it's like, man, you know, it's just stuff that I like to keep to myself, man. And, you know, I could be considered, you know, let me get off that topic. Back here practicing, I see a guy rollerblading here. You know, we've both found out that this is a great spot to practice. He's doing very good, even though he needs to glide a little bit more. I do rollerblade, you know. I learned how to rollerblade when I was 13 years old, and I'm pretty good at it. I was actually asked to coach some teams before. I elected not to because it wasn't like, you know, I didn't feel like I was a professional. My thing is football. But yeah, you know, out here on the EUC, practice, getting it. But yeah, as you can see, you know, I am able to ride a lot better than I was. You know, I took that curb right there, probably doing close to 20. And, you know, I always gotta make a video when I'm out riding, like not every time. You know, there have been times where I just go out and ride, but it's been so long since I've got some content out. Luckily, you know, my subscribers have still been growing. I'm right at about 1450. I think I'm at 1449 right now when it comes to subscribers. So I'm growing, not super fast, but I'm still growing. And man, I can tell the difference between when I'm going in one direction as to where I'm going in the other. One thing I make sure to do is wear this gear, because sometimes, you know, when I don't have the camera out here, I don't wear the gear. You know, I'm out here taking chances with my life. I always wear a helmet, but, you know, I see people in the Facebook group have, like, you know, they have mishaps, and it just reassures me that wearing the gear is the right thing to do, man. Sometimes, you know, they eat it going, you know, I saw somebody ate it the other day going over 30, and luckily they did have on the gear, so it was minimal damage. You know, they said they pretty much got up with a couple of scrapes, which is awesome. Because, you know, for me, the worst thing is broken bones. Broken bones absolutely suck. I cut my finger the other day, and, you know, it was a deep gash. You know, some people would have run to the hospital. But for me, a cut is pretty much nothing. I don't care how deep it is. I don't care how much I slice it. You know, it don't matter to me. Like, I can heal it. Neosporin, peroxide iodine, or biotin, you know, clean it out, keep the wound clean, cover it up in the beginning, let it get some air, and that thing is gonna heal itself. You don't need stitches. All you need to do is stop the bleeding, man. Like, I literally, you know, you guys know that once upon a time, you know, I did used to get in trouble, and, you know, I'm always gonna be honest on my channel. You know, I come from the streets. There was one time that I had a pound that I was trying to cut with a knife. and I got a phone call, and I looked away from the pound, and I ran that knife straight over my hand, opening up a big old cut on my hand. I was able to take care of that myself. It was another time where my wife cut herself with a knife doing some cooking or something like that. We actually went to the hospital, and I kept telling her, I can fix this wound, I can fix this wound. When we got to the hospital, you know, the people that were at, you know, they were taking her paperwork and stuff, you know, I said, man, tell her that I can take care of this, and they told her that. We went home, and I ended up taking care of that wound. So, you know, cuts, you know, they aren't anything to me. Now, one time I did get in a fight, and I hit a dude in the mouth, which I learned, you know, that mouths are very, very infectious. And I healed that wound up, but I healed it up with infection inside of it. And a month after I had hit him in the mouth, my hand blew up like a balloon. I had to go back to the doctor, get a tetanus shot, and start getting on some antibiotics. So that's the one bad thing about, you know, healing yourself at home. But broken bones don't even compare. They hurt extremely bad. They take months to heal. They're never the same again. You feel them for the rest of your life, you know? When the barometric pressure changes, you feel that. It doesn't go away. And it's just distorted, man. I've broken many bones, you know, including my nose, fingers, foot, right down the middle. Like, you know, I've done many crazy things in my life, and broken bones are absolutely one of the worst. So, I say that to say this, you know, you gotta wear your gear, whatever you got, and along the way, you should be investing more and more in having gear, and never worry about, you know, the people out there that talk crap about you wearing gear, man, because they might not fall in a day, they might not fall in, you know, next week, but one day, it more than likely will happen. You know, I'm not gonna say it's inevitable, but, you know, you continue on the walk, and one day you're probably gonna fall down. But I love this Lynx, man. I love that I'm able to ride it. I'm glad that I got rid of the V8S, even though it was a great machine. Couldn't see myself riding that thing today, you know, there's no reason for it. Anytime I wanna ride, I'm gonna end up grabbing the Lynx, man. And I'm just getting better and better at riding on it, man. Like, places where I used to slow down at, I don't slow down anymore. Things that I used to be intimidated by, no longer intimidated by. One of the things that really used to intimidate me is just that mount. The mount is not as hard as it used to be. And I think I'm gonna go one more spin to the back there. Just cause, man, it's been a while since I've been able to get out and ride, man, and it just feels so good. I'm not ready to go home just yet. As you can see, I turn around fairly easy. And don't get me wrong, you know, I'm still learning. You know, I'm starting to like try different things. Most of the time, yeah, I'm really going against that wind now. That's another thing that I'm getting better at, you know, going against the wind. You guys know I would be crying right now about that wind, but the more I ride, the more I understand, you know, not even in my head, but just with my body, like I understand how to maneuver in it. And it still sucks a little bit. And when I'm going with it, it feels absolutely fantastic. But I'm definitely not intimidated like I was. We got a little hurricane out there off the coast that's causing some shitty weather conditions. Absolutely sucks, you know. I'm supposed to be shooting some videos for the boat races this week, and it's usually windy for the boat races, but not like this, you know. It's usually windy but sunny. And now it's just windy and rainy and overcast. What sucks for my videos, man, because they don't look great when it's like this. Here comes a rollerblader. But still cool. Still loving it. I don't really wear my Alpine shoes anymore. I love the way they look, but they are tight. And I don't like the way they feel. My pit zoom mirror, which helps me to not have to, there we go, look back. That's awesome. And yeah, I get a little adventurous, man, when I'm riding, I ducked my head at the perfect time. I would've got like a bug right inside the helmet, man. Yeah, that pit zoom mirror is definitely on point. Yeah, I see a little way that I might go like a different route on the way going out. Horrible. I say horrible because I'm thinking about like, it might have some mud and I don't want to be riding through the mud. Woo, feel that, feel that? Gust. Gusty. Gusty. Man, drank coffee today. I was not drinking coffee for about a week. Was doing excellent not drinking coffee. And these last 2 days, because I had to wake up kind of early, I have been drinking it. So today I drank a whole gang of it. And I'm not like a super carver at this moment, but you see, I can do some carving now. Man, I need to start bending my knees when I'm doing my carve though, like some people do. That's why I like watching so much EUC content. Watching EUC content, you can actually see what like some of the pros are doing, man. And I made a comment the other day on Ronan EUC's channel, and man, he said he was looking forward to my next review. Now, that may not seem like anything to a lot of people, but when you're a small YouTuber, you know, you got a small channel, and those guys with the bigger channels, you know, that are cool, guys, you kind of look up to these guys, man, and they respond to you and actually recognize, you know, what you're doing. It feels really, really good, man. It feels really, almost like you're meeting the movie star, man. It's like, oh, and the movie star knows you. Like, oh, wait a minute. You're looking for my car? I love it. Thank you. You know, there's a reason to keep going. Now, there's a little path right here, and I'm skeptical to go inside the path because I don't want to go into mud. Oh, I'm going. Going. Whoo. Going. Whoo. Going. I gotta hop up. Woo-hoo-hoo. That was wild for me. Remember, the growth doesn't happen where you're comfortable at, man. You gotta go in some uncomfortable spaces. And I gotta say that was 100% uncomfortable. But it felt good to get through, man. A little squirrely. And man, as you can see me going with the wind, man, man, a little wobble going on too. Now I should give y'all a different perspective, but I will in a second here, once I have to go and cross the highway. Man, I'm wobbling, man. I think I must have got my foot positioning out of place. Another thing I'm getting good with is actually repositioning my feet while I'm riding. You know, you kind of lean to one side or another, and you can move your feet around just a little bit. But man, it just feels good riding on this thing. I had to get out, had to get off of social media just for a hot minute. Right now, you know, social media is going crazy. If I had anything to suggest, man, to my people, you know, have some compassion for each other, you know what I mean? Like, if you were going for one side and that side didn't win, man, it happens. You know, be happy, man. You'll have your turn, you'll have your chance again, you know? But you don't want to see, all right, let me hurry up. I'm in the middle of the street. All right, now slow down, because after this red truck goes, nope, there's a car coming. I have to wait. Oh, here we go. Which way you going? This way? All right. Yeah, boy. Man, I love my AUC, man. Going right through here. These streets are wet. I had somebody ask me the other day what I think about my my vest, my Bionic Plus V2, and I gotta say it's excellent, you know? Especially this time of year, it's not too hot. But even when it is hot, I only sweat when I'm putting it on. When I'm rolling, I don't even feel it. You know, the wind, I guess it's ventilated so good that the wind cuts right through it. Feels excellent, man. Feels absolutely excellent, man. Now I'm gonna start making my way back to my house. Didn't want to make a super long video, you know, just really wanted to get out, man, and ride. Poor baby just been sitting inside stuck. Last but not least, I'm gonna go over this bridge that they just fixed recently. You know, you guys see me go over this bridge many a times, but it's just been a short path, and they finally came and brought the actual bridge and opened it up to where it's wide. Now, if you're in a car or something like that, you still can't go through, but it's easy for bike traffic and things like that to make it through. As you can see here, look at this, whoop, whoop. Man, and before it was a wooden little bridge right there on the side, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go back over it and just, let me pick it up. It's just a little small bridge. I don't know what happened there. I got a little shaky. Small bridge over a little canal connecting. The hell was that? Oh, man. What? I thought it was a bug, man. It's actually my tags, but you can see, cool little bridge, you know, connecting the avenues. And you can see this water rising, but I'm actually still able to get through here without, oh no, I can't go that way without getting wet. See how that water rolls right there? Horrible. I ain't going that way. Let's see, look at this, man. Water just dumping out of here. That's pretty wild. Damn, like it's a pipe burst or something. All right, so either way, I'm gonna have to go through a little bit of water. I take these real slow because I don't want that water splashing up onto my EUC. And yeah, almost back at the house now, man. So if you stayed with me up until this point, just want to say thank you, man. And you know, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, ring that bell, all the cool stuff for your boy. You know, I know it's been a while since I posted, but you guys have stuck with me, man, and I can't say how much I appreciate you. But until next time, DP Photography, also known as The Real Bird, man, thank you guys for watching one more time. Back at the house now, and I'm out. Yeah. Excellent ride, man. Excellent, excellent ride. It feels good. Let's go to the end of the block, man. Can't help it. Cannot help it. Just love riding the EUC. What I gotta say, man, is that the one wheel is getting less and less love, especially when it's like this outside. That one wheel's sitting right now. And my friend Zoda said, you know, she's kept her one wheel, but only to take the trash out to the dumpster. And now I see what she's talking about. But till next time, my people, DP Photography, I'm out. Ah, man, that felt great.